New year, new you. How y'all doing today? It is time for your mid-month review for January. Folks, when you look back on last year, if you don't want 2025 to look exactly like 2024, you're going to have to change the way that you're doing things. So one of the things that you can do is and plan your work plan. And today we are going to check in and see exactly how you guys are doing with your game plan. One of the things that I had suggested back in December was to create your foundation. And some of you may not have started that yet. So if you haven't, I'm going to encourage you to set your foundation this month. But, anyways, we'll get into that a little bit later on. But first of all, today, our topic is your mid month review. We want to see how you're doing so far. And in order to do a mid month review, there's 5 components. And so we're going to go through those right quick. First of all, your progress and accountability. What specific actions have you done in the past 2 weeks that's going to move you closer to your goals? Remember those tiny little milestone objectives, those little specific tasks that I ask you to fill your goals? Best thing that you can do, that's what I'm talking about. So, what specific actions or how many specific actions did you take over the past 2 weeks? Okay. Next, what obstacles did you encounter and how did you overcome them? Folks, let's get started. We are all going to face obstacles and things that's going to get in our way from doing the things that we need to do each day. So you need to track that. What is it that got in your way? And next week, or a couple of weeks in advance here, what can you do to overcome that in the future? Because you need to have you need to identify so that you can develop some strategies to help you for next time. You're going to fail. Things are going to come up. That's understandable. But you need to look at that and see which ones got in your way. Next, did you celebrate any wins, no matter how big or small, over the past 2 weeks? This is really critical to kind of keep you going in that early stage when you're trying to build momentum. No matter how small or how big your accomplishment is, we want you to celebrate that win. Okay. So that's the first category. That's your progress and accountability. The next category is you need to reflect back and make some adjustments. Think about what are you most proud of over the past 2 weeks. This really helps kind of keep things in focus for you that you are making progress forward and not going backwards. Okay. Next, what could you have done differently to improve your progress? What could you do differently? Next, are your current goals still aligned with your overall vision for what you want your life to look like in 2025? If not, you need to make some adjustments. Go ahead and make those today. One is I started a new morning routine, and I've got kind of a different one because I'm taking care of my mom. And I had to make some adjustments from what I thought I was going to do to what the actual reality was. And that's okay. You're just going along, you're figuring it out sometimes, especially when you're creating these new morning and evening routines. So just keep working it until you find something that's going to work for you. Okay. The third category that we're going to talk about is mindset and motivation. How is your overall motivation and energy level over the past 2 weeks? What can you do to boost that? One of the things that I've started in doing is when I'm getting my mom up and getting her dressed and all of that stuff, I'm putting on some music, some good up tempo. She loved Elvis, she loved George Strait, that kind of thing. So part of her morning routine, I've kind of added that. I just have it there, a little song list from YouTube on my phone, and I started that. So what is it that you can do to kind of boost your energy level and motivation on working towards your goal? Remember, if you're not motivated to get up and do these daily actions, chances of an exciting enough vision for your life, you've probably got a boring vision, because otherwise, if you've got a vision that gets you excited, you're not going to want to go to bed at night, and you're definitely going to want to, hurry up and get out of bed started on that. What kind of limiting beliefs or self-sabotaging behaviors are you noticing? Are you procrastinating? Doing? What are some of these things? And if you haven't noticed that, you need to be mindful of this upcoming weeks and start paying attention. Not only is what obstacles are getting in your way, but sometimes we do some self-sabotaging things that's going to prevent us from moving. We need to, kind of remove those mental blocks that you've got up there. Next, how you prioritize on your self-care and well-being among your busy schedule. I've spoke with you before, especially entrepreneurs, business owners out there, workaholics. We get so busy at work that we are not prioritizing, taking care of our health and or maybe our family or whatever. So we're putting other things on the back burner. And y'all, your health is really important. All the rest of it's not going to mean nothing if you're not here to enjoy it. So look at how you're prioritizing your self-care. You need to make sure that you are setting some time aside and put that in your schedule, whether it's your planner, your app, whatever it is that's taking care of your schedule. You need to make sure that you plan for that, or otherwise it's going to go by the wayside and it's not going to get done. Next, category number 4, this is support and resources. After you've looked at the past 2 weeks, you need to think about what support are you going to need from me or other people or outside sources to help you achieve your goals. You don't have access to everything, y'all, so you need to sit down and figure it out. What support do you need? What resources? Is there any resources that you need? There's a lot of information out there for free, available on YouTube, books, podcasts, workshops that could be beneficial, but you have to go out there and seek that out and put that in your schedule. That is part of personal and professional development. If you are not learning or growing, you're dying. And I don't want that for you. I want you to be able to expand in all areas of your life. So the only way that you can do that is to keep learning and growing and exploring. Number 5, this is your next steps and planning the actions for the upcoming 2 weeks. What are your top 3 priorities for the next 2 weeks? This is going to help you establish a really clear, actionable steps so that you can keep on making continuous progress through your goals. Remember, baby steps. Don't set some big, ginormous thing. Break it down into 5, 10, 20, whatever action steps that you can do that makes sense for you. That's going to ensure that every day you are doing something, no matter how small, you're doing something that's going to help you gain some forward momentum. Next, how are you going to track your progress and stay accountable to yourself? This is one of the reasons that one of the benefits of having a coach or being in a group where they can hold you accountable and hold your feet to the fire. Many people don't. Many people just don't. So they end up getting off track and never getting back on. You say that you're going to do something, and then you come in and we're going to ask you, what'd you do? Did you do that? Why not? How are you going to fix that? You need to be accountable. If you say you're going to do something, if you say this is the vision that you have for your life, then you need to move forward on that. You need to take some steps to show everybody that you are serious about achieving that goal for your life. So how are you going to track your progress and stay accountable? I think I mentioned to you, I have found some software. It's also an app. You can do it online on your desktop or whatever that we're going to be using for this group as soon as I get everything lined out. So I hope this is helpful for you. Again, 2 weeks, time is ticking. 2 weeks are already gone. We're already into mid-January. So if you haven't made very much progress or none at all, I suggest you start today. Just start where you are. You need to create that firm foundation, which means plan your work. One of the things help you tremendously is get organized, get a management system, a life management system in place for you, and get those tasks, those small baby steps outlined and listed so that all you have to do is every day you wake up and you look, you go down through the list and you just tick off the boxes. And before you know it, 1 month, 2 month, 3 months is going to be gone. You're going to have an excellent quarter. Another quarter's going to go by, half a year's gone by, and you're going to think, wow, I can't believe I've got so much done. End of the year, you are really going to surprise yourself. So let's level up 2025. I want you to improve every single area of your life. This is Nancy Gaskins, sowing seeds of hope and financial opportunity in communities around the globe. Let me know in the comments below if this has been helpful and share some of your tips for other people to enjoy.